Hey, what's going on, Brave World? This is Linwood Cox Jr. with the Book of Aliel cast. Thanks for hanging out with me for a few minutes. As I say in weeks, for those who weary in spirit can gain understanding, and for those who lament will accept instruction. Today I'm taking another one of my beautiful walks, but for what I want to talk about today is just the second part of the conversation for the level one, and that's the life level, level one. And what we're going to be talking about is just sports and travel wear, which is a pretty simple conversation, but I just wanted to start off with a little story about how this particular area has affected me. So go back to two stories really. So we go back to 2020, a tough year for most of you out there, and I think it was a huge thing really for most people that during that time were just sitting at home trying to find something to do, really couldn't go out and talk to people, little exposure in the department stores and stuff like that. And then so for me, I used to ride around all the time and see people riding bikes. I thought, man, it would be awesome to have a bike. I really hadn't been involved in that community before to really not learn the skill, but I had enough time, so I went and bought myself a bike. But what I found is that when I bought the bike, then I needed all the gear that needed to ride the bike well in different conditions. A lot of the clothes that I had, I would wear for running. History for me, I used to run track in high school and also in college, and so I knew certain appropriate wear to wear for riding a bicycle. But compression shorts for when you ride on the seat, because for guys that's tough. Protect your balls on that one, because any person who's ever rode on a bike before, you ride any longer than 5 or 10 minutes, that's the first thing that hurts. And it takes some time to gather some endurance in that area anyways. But and then also shoes, wearing the more proper shoes. Didn't know that it wasn't really a thing that could really help. And I went with also buying a basic bike, and then later on, wanting to get, once I knew that it was something that I loved, buying a more expensive bike. But anyways, same thing happened for me when I started learning how to snowboard. So when I was 18, I went out and I was in a youth group, and we went on a winter trip. We went to West Virginia to go snowboarding, and Winter Place, that's the place what it's called, Winter Place. And went snowboarding, and we went, had a great time. But honestly, as I had gotten older, the 20s and stuff like that, I hadn't went before. So I went a couple of times when I was 18, and found myself in my 30s. And one of my good buddies, Thomas, he went snowboarding all the time. He's like, yeah, man, we're going to the slopes. I mean, if you really want to go, you should go. The first year that I went and obviously got rental gear and stuff, and had such a great time when I went. I thought when the next season time came around, I found myself in the same conundrum. I didn't want to go rent gear. I wanted to have my own gear, because I figured if I was going to do it more, especially if I wanted to do it more times in a year and had the option to, it would be less expensive to go sit in the lines and all that stuff, and I could have a good time by just going on. So went on eBay, bought me a killer board, the boots, then went on Amazon obviously and did the whole search. I know that I'm probably ringing some bells with some of you guys that's listening right now, and just went ballistic and bought my own gear on Amazon and stuff like that. But as I wanted to learn more and was learning more, it was so cool to then open myself up in another space where I was riding down the slopes, helmet and goggles, and just having a great time and learning that sport and stuff like that too. So I want to encourage you guys, first of all, and ladies if you're listening, the importance of sportswear is the reason why I put it on a life level, because the importance of sportswear is just that it's everyday wear too. Asterisk though, you're not wearing this wear all the time, but in your life you will considerably do it enough. If it's a hobby or if it's something that you're really interested in, you'll do it enough in your life to where it just makes sense. And so what I've learned when it comes to these things is to stay cost efficient, right? But in the realities is when it comes to sports gear, pay the money, right? I mean, I've had conversations with people about this, like, yeah, you want to go to Walmart or somewhere and get like the cheap stuff. With a board, right now I'm buying new bindings. I need to buy new bindings for your board and stuff like that because it's my board, because it's old. So what I've learned is that if you can pay the cost, especially when it comes to premium gear that's breathable, that you can wear in different seasons, when it comes to shoes that you can wear that are good, that is going to last you for a good run, do your research. But then pay the money because it's going to be a well benefit when it comes to making sure, again, that you're comfortable, when it makes sure the wear and tear of your body, different things that you're going to use and stuff are going to be to your added benefit in this particular category. So I hope that brings some knowledge to you guys. And really, honestly, if you're out there and there's some sport that you've been involved in and you're like, man, like, I can see myself doing that. Never consider yourself to be too old. You know, I was 30 years old when I started snowboarding. I was over 30 when I started riding my bike. You know, I'm 36 now. So these are all things that, well, snowboarding, maybe I was in my late 20s. But either way, regardless, you know, no matter where you are in life, I've seen people playing pickleball, and that's a new sport. I've seen so many different things. Maybe, I think for me, my next adventure will probably be swimming, because I need to learn to do more. I need to learn how to tread water. I can swim, but I can't tread water. Anyways, if you're out there and you're wanting to start a new venture for yourself, it's such a great feeling to just dive into another atmosphere. And typically when it comes to this life level and buying sportswear, it's gonna be an investment. So understand that, you know, once you go into that next level of what you want to experience, even if it's working on your fitness goals and stuff like that, you're going to need to make sure that you do a capital investment that's affordable for you, but then also that you're doing your research, making sure that you're getting high quality clothes for the sport that you want to be involved in. So that's it. Again, as I say in weeks, you know, for those out there who need counseling when it comes to, or consulting when it comes to your business, also when it comes to your professional look, in your vocation, I'm your guide. You can check out imagodefashion.com. Also shoot me an email for a consultation. We can have a conversation and get the ball rolling in that regard. Other than that, I hope you guys stay blessed, enjoy your life, and I'll see you on the next video.